everyone! Wow, my voice just wants to die today. So does the rest of me. But we're pushing through. That's boxing. Whatever. Today I'm bringing you guys my September reads. I've decided I really hate the term wrap up. So we're going with reads because I don't wrap up anything else. I just talk about the books I've read. So September reads. The books I read in September. I managed to get through 5 books last month, which is a big step up from the solid 2 I got through in August, and it's a sure sign that my slump is hopefully ending. It needs to end. I need October to really punch some stuff out the bag. Is that the phrase? Probably not. Anyway, we're going to get into this. The first book that I read in September took me literally 3 weeks to get through, and I don't know why, because it's one of the best books I've read this year, and that is Lagron Moon by Alain Fournier. This is the French edition. I read the English edition, which is translated into The Lost Estate. I don't want to say too much on this because I have a whole review which will be linked below and up in the corner, but this is a French classic. It is the only book Alain Fournier wrote because he unfortunately died within the first month of the First World War. But it's a sort of coming of age. I want to say it's an adventurous book, but it's different. As I say, I can't really describe, but I will leave my link below. But this was a 5-star read and I implore you guys to pick this up. The next book I read while I was on holiday, and I picked up French for Kissing by Sophie Parkin. Bought this purely because it has a glossary of French in the back, because our main character is fascinated with France and she likes to add in little French words every now and then. Anyway, this was as I expected, just it was alright. Literally once I filmed this, it's going on to an on-haul pile. This follows a girl called Lily who has to go to this Camp Happy, which is kind of like a camp for rebellious teens and just basically delinquents. Like, I'm not even joking. This girl, this main character, like tries to kill her, I think it's her sister, with an axe at one point, and it's very brushed over and meant to be like comedic, and I'm like, this girl needs help. But you know, sidestepping that, it was an interesting enough book, but I don't really remember what happened in it. 3 stars. On haul pile. My next read was also a 5-star read, and that was Trust Again by Mona Caston. This is book 2 in her Again trilogy, I think. I read Begin Again last year from NetGalley. This was also a NetGalley arc. I read this on the Kindle because, as I said, NetGalley, and I loved this so much. When I read Begin Again last year, I was like, I need the other books translated. Although they follow different characters, it's still in the same world, so we still see Ali and Caden from book 1 in this book. Oh, I just loved it. Like, I really enjoyed this. I've actually met Mona. I met her just over a year ago when I chaired Estelle Mascom's Dare to Fall event. Mona is from Germany. She writes in German, but this has been translated. But she came to Estelle's Dare to Fall event. Mona was so lovely and I absolutely love her books. So I need book 3. Oh, there's Feel Again and Hope Again. Okay, so there's another 2 books in this series, and I need them translated now. But the series is new adult, following college kids. There are not graphic sex scenes, but there are sex scenes that, you know, have detail, but they're written in a very kind of tasteful and believable way, and she doesn't use like stupid terms. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're reading like 50 Shades of Grey and you're like, just say penis, please. But I really enjoyed this, and I really enjoyed reading on the Kindle. I know I was so anti e-reader, but I've converted. Oops. My penultimate read for September was Lying in Wait by Liz Nugent. My mum bought me this for Christmas last year. I told her to pick up thrillers because I just feel like I'm going to enjoy them. This is actually the first of like those thrillers that I've got into. You know what I mean by those thrillers. It's the kind of women's literature. Like, that's the thing. Like, you have crime novels for men, and then these are aimed at women. I don't know why, but they usually follow a woman who's like divorced, or she's dealing with marriage, or she's a spinster and then she has to solve a murder, or she's involved in something like that. You know the drift. this was okay. It was a 3-star for me. I just find it a bit dull because it has alternate points of view and things, but I think what kind of bugged me with this is it's about this woman, Lydia, and her husband, and we also get a point of view from their son, and we get another point of view from a woman called Karen, whose sister has something to do with Lydia and her husband. But we know the mystery pretty early on. We just don't know why the husband and wife were doing, like, what they were trying to do, what their involvement was with the person that they did something to. I don't want to spoil, but, like, you know, it's given away pretty quickly. And I just kind of felt like I was so fed up, and I really, really hated Lydia. She was just the most infuriating woman ever. And then there was this whole thing, like, how she's meant to be agoraphobic, but that really contradicts, like, everything. And then we find out something, oh my god, I just remember we found out something from our past, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm like, I just don't believe it. I really didn't. It was interesting enough for me to keep reading, but that was because I was waiting for something more to happen, and I was just like, this is going on the unhaul pile too. Oh, I just dropped it. And continuing the pattern of 5-star, 3-star, 5-star, 3-star, we have 5-star read and my final read of September, and that was Skylarks by Karen Gregory. Oh, this book. I feel like this is the book that Tom told me he couldn't finish. He DNF'd it. But I loved this. What I really loved about this, there's so many things, right? I love the fact it deals with a poor family and, like, the rich-poor divide, and it's all about this girl and her family and the community coming together to, like, stop the rich people buying their houses and taking them away from them. But this is a female romance book, but it's not about our main character finding her sexuality or dealing with that. She's already out. Her parents and family are supportive, her friends are supportive. She's dealing with, like, she's just recently broken up with her girlfriend and stuff, and she's not really dwelling on it, but her friends are like, oh, you know, are you over her, blah blah blah, just the way they would be in general. The whole current thing with YA LGBT books does come up with it within the secondary main character, the love interest, but in general the book doesn't deal with discovering who you are, and those books are great and I'm all for them because I know how important they are, especially for younger kids and just people in general who are coming to terms with themselves that way. But it was just so refreshing to have, one, a female romance, but two, it not to be a big deal, just to be normal. This girl likes girls, like, hallelujah. You know, we don't need to scream from the rooftops. It was done, like, I'm saying it was done subtly, like, obviously when they're together and she's having feelings and all this, it's obvious, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm a girl and it's a girl, do you know? It was just like, this is a person I love. So I really appreciated that. Just the whole story in general. I absolutely love Annabelle. I love this. I really loved this. And, you know, while the characters would do things that I found infuriating sometimes, like, you know, why don't you just say this, and why don't you just talk this out or whatever, I really appreciate it. I was a little upset with the ending because, as I said about how little we get female romances, we don't necessarily get a happy ending. It's not a negative ending, but it's not how I would have wanted it to go. Despite that, this was just so lovely. Like, the more I think about it, the more I love it. Like, when I was reading it, I wasn't like, yeah, this is a 5-star read, but then I finished it and I was like, I think that was a 5-star read. And then as the days go, I'm like, yes, I love this book. This is one of my favourite books of the year. So those are the books that I read in September. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, comment down below if you have read any of these books and your thoughts, or if there's any you're interested in. I will probably tell you to read Skylarks and The Lost Estate. Like, just go read those basically. Don't comment unless you tell me you're going to read those, because I'm just going to tell you to do that. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!